The sound of that jingle jangle in your pocket change could be changing very soon. We're going to be talking about that here in just a moment. Welcome back, guys, to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP Bullion, and this is your morning market wake-up call for Monday, January 18th, 2021. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets and see where we're going to be starting this week off at. Gold has made a nice little push overnight as markets overseas started to open. Gold is currently at $1840.82. Silver is making a nice little bump, currently at $25.02, and that gives us a ratio down at 73.56. Platinum is up slightly, currently at $1,085.35. Palladium is also up ever so slightly at $24.18.87. And rhodium is going to be starting the week off at $20,500. We're seeing some gains in base metals. Copper is up slightly, currently at $3.62. Nickel also up slightly at $8.15. Aluminum is at 90 cents. Zinc at $1.20, and lead is also at 90 cents. Starting to see a little bit of a loss in barrels of crude oil. It's back under $53, currently at $52.19. We saw losses on Wall Street on Friday. The Dow Jones is going to be starting the week off at 30,814.26. The Nasdaq will be starting under 13,000 for the first time in some time. Currently, it's going to be at 12,998.50, and the S&P 500 is going to be starting the week off at 3768.25. The US dollar index is nearing the 91 point again, currently at 90.91. If you guys are into Bitcoin, Bitcoin has seen a little bit of a rally over the weekend, currently at 36,944.43. And if you happen to exchange the gold back, whether that be the Utah or the Nevadan, those are exchanging at $3.24 today. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the sound of your pocket change could be changing very soon. This article comes to us from Coin World. Paul Gilks over there. This one is titled "Mint Ready to Implement Alloy Changes for Coins Pending Approval." This is a lengthy article. We're not going to read the whole thing, but there's definitely some points in here we are going to hit. The U.S. Mint's fifth biennial report on technological research into alternative compositions for circulating coinage was recently submitted to Congress. One of the potential metallic alternatives for the 5-cent, dime, and quarter dollars is ready for implication pending congressional approval. The Mint also submitted reports in 2012, 2014, 16, 18, and 18 under provisions of the Coin Modernization Oversight and Continuity Act of 2020, Public Law 111302. The primary impetus of the ongoing research is the production cost for the cent and 5-cent coin, which each continues to run above the coin's face value. The research focuses on alternatives for the copper-plated zinc Lincoln cent, the copper-nickel Jefferson 5-cent coins, and the copper-nickel-clad Roosevelt dimes and America the Beautiful quarter dollars. The costs for all four denominations are lower in 2020 as reported in 2018, except for the dime, whose costs remained the same. The fiscal year 2020 costs were 1.76 cents for a Lincoln penny, 7.42 cents for a Jefferson nickel, 3.73 cents for a Roosevelt dime, and 8.62 cents for an American the Beautiful quarter dollar. These costs compared to the financial year of 2018, let's see, it was, this is kind of jumping around a little bit, 2.08 cents for a penny, 7.53 cents for a nickel, 3.73 cents for a dime, and 8.87 cents for a quarter. The Mint's research has resulted in discovery of a number of potential seamless alloys, but they offer only incremental material savings and several circulating alternatives that could enter circulation with existing coinage. While potential alternatives could lower the costs for the cent, none that is identified would bring overall costs below face value. The U.S. Mint conducted more focused research into the 5 potential compositions, including one for the cent. One of the remaining 4 is fully ready for implementation pending congressional authority. That possible alternative is referenced as 80-20. The alternative is a seamless variant of the present 75% copper, 25% nickel alloy used for the 5-cent coin and as the cladding for the dime, $quarter, Kennedy half dollar. But the 80-20 uses more copper, less nickel, and adds magnesium. The 80-20 composition is actually 77% copper, 20% nickel, and 3% magnesium. The U.S. Mint researchers identified a copper-plated steel cent as an alternative to the copper-plated zinc cent. The option would be seamless with the same dimensions and weight as the current cent, but with different electromagnetic signatures. Obviously, if you add steel into the penny, then all of a sudden it now becomes magnetic, because there's actually quite a bit of steel in there. So, fun fact about the penny, do you know where over half of all pennies are made here in America? Now, it's a trick question, because over half of all the pennies in America are actually made in Muncie, Indiana, and that would be the inside of the penny. The zinc planchettes that they use are stamped at the Ball Jar Company in Muncie. So, there is something that you can wow your friends with. So, Red said something the other day that I didn't have enough jingle on my channel. We've gotten away from it, so we're going to do some jingle today. This is a whole tube of 1921 Morgans. Look at that beauty. Look at her. Of course, at the obverse there. These, of course, are coming back this year. We're getting Morgans and peace dollars. Ooh, this is a nice one. Look at this one here. Oh, she's a shiny one. She's a pretty girl. Look at her. Woo. So we are getting Morgans and peace dollars this year as a commemoration of the 100th anniversary of the Morgans and peace dollars. Of course, the Morgans last made in 1921, and peace dollars were first released in 21, but became prevalent in 24. So, I'll get that jingle for you today. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the small incremental savings that we can have in redoing the alloys in the chain, your pocket change, is going to have a huge effect, or you just want to say, yeah, screw it, just leave it the way it is? Obviously, with the price of metal fluctuating all the time, they could keep doing these studies every 6 months forever, and they're going to come up with a different result every single time. So it's a big deal to change the alloys. I think the last time they changed the penny was in 1983, I think, was the last change that we actually saw in the penny. So big deal there. So let me know down in the comments what you guys have to say on this topic. Guys, I greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you happen to appreciate old NDXP Bullion, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me right there. Helps me out immensely. If you happen to be new to the independent experience and you want to keep up to date on when all the latest and greatest content comes out, make sure you hit that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can stay notified of when new content comes out. Of course, we're going to pop up the box over here somewhere on this side of the screen, depending on your format, and that is your gateway to the back catalog. You can start watching these videos at your heart's content at the end of this one. Guys, I've been NDXP Bullion from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.